there will be 4 videos on doing the car loan assignment. One will do the yearly interest rate, which will be a VLOOKUP of this table. One will do the monthly payment, the payment formula, and one will do the payback schedule here, which will have an absolute reference. And the last one will do the header that I have up here and miscellaneous formatting. Okay, let's begin with the VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP has some good explanations on j.mp.mytutor. I hope you're using j.mp.mytutor because there's so many good things. Under Office, you'll have Access stuff, there's Excel stuff, and there's some printing stuff on how to print Excel, how to properly print PowerPoint. Anyway, to do a VLOOKUP, there are 3 steps: create the table, name the table, and write the lookup. And each of these are a link down below with more explanations. I hope you'll like that one. If not, I've given you alternative ones that I have found on the web. Okay, let's go back to Excel. So, step 1 is to create the table, and I've typed this already. The important thing about this is that column 1 is in ascending order. It doesn't have to start at 0, it can start at a different number. It doesn't have to have any set increments, it just has to go up. And if you were doing it with letters, it would start with A and go up to Z. And column 2, this is column 1, column 2 has the answer. This has the question, this has the answer. So step 1 is to type it. These are just headings, and they're not part of the table, but they make us see what we're looking at and make it maintainable. So, to name a table, you highlight the table, and notice, let's get it to highlight just the table. That's not these labels. And I'm using my Mac, because that's what I have, because it has a good video recorder. And to name it, I go to the Insert. If you're using the Windows, you're going to find it on the Formulas ribbon. But I'll go to Insert and Name and Define. And it suggests years, but I'd write the word rates. So I will do that, and I will add it. So you'll do it your way. So that's step 1, which is to create the table. And then step 2, which is to name it. And done. And finally, we're going to come to the VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is not difficult. It has 3 very precise arguments, and if you do it correctly, it's just like a miracle, particularly if you have a huge table. In this case, we only have 4 entries, but if you think about if you had 1 for every state, that's 50 entries. That's a lot. Okay, so to do the function, we go to the function builder, and I choose my function. Again, it's a little bit different with Windows. You'll have to go find VLOOKUP. You'll find that amongst the lookup functions. And so it says to do. And I use, so we go double click. And this is the dialog box, and it looks the same in Windows. You have a lookup value, a table array, and a column index. So it looks different, but it's the same values. Now the lookup value says, what number am I thinking of when I go to the table? What number here tells me which entry in the table is correct? I don't have any thousands in there. It's the 3, because the first column of the table is years, and this is years also. So I put the 3. And there is no 3, but that's okay, because 3 is more than 2, but less than 5. Less than 4. So next thing is the table array. I have 3 ways of doing this table array. You can just simply highlight it, and that works pretty good if it's on the same sheet. Normally, I would put it on a different sheet if I was being paid this to do a job for somebody. This wouldn't go here. It would go on its own sheet. So the way I would do it instead is I would look for the name. And the way you do that with Windows is you hit function key 3 and all the names will appear. Here I should be able to find the name here. I find it, I guess, on the formulas ribbon, and I would go for insert name, and there they are, rates. So that's the equivalent of my F3 for on Windows, or you literally could just type rates. I got it twice. I don't want it twice. And finally, don't confuse on this last one. It's really simple. Is the answer in column 1 or is it in column 2? Well, the answer I want is in column 2. So I simply type a 2. Don't worry about this last one, and I press enter. And it's 10% because 3 is more than 2. Change it to 2, nothing should happen. But if I change it to 1, what do you think is going to happen? 1 is more than 0 but less than 2. So watch it turn to 9%. And if I were to change it to 6 years, there's no 6 either, it's more than 5 and less than whatever, and I just go here and I'll get my 11.5%. That's it on a VLOOKUP. We'll do the monthly payment in the next video.